the United States was rocked by a chilling discovery in 2024, a revelation that would send ripples through the very fabric of the nation. An Iran-linked plot to assassinate former President Donald Trump was uncovered, a plot so audacious it seemed almost unbelievable. This revelation sent shockwaves through the country, leaving citizens and officials alike in a state of disbelief and heightened alert. It highlighted the very real threat posed by Iran, a nation with a history of tension and conflict with the United States. The plot was a stark reminder of the volatile relationship between the two nations, a relationship fraught with mistrust and hostility. The Justice Department meticulously pieced together the details of this sinister plan, working tirelessly to uncover every facet of the conspiracy. They revealed a web of intrigue, revenge, and cold-blooded intent, a complex network of operatives and plans. At the heart of this plot was a man named Farhad Shakeri, an operative for Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, or IRGC, a group known for its militant activities. This plot was not just about Donald Trump. It was a broader attack on American values and security. It also targeted other high-profile figures, individuals who represented the ideals and freedoms that Iran sought to undermine. These included Masih Alinejad, a prominent Iranian-American journalist known for her outspoken criticism of the Iranian regime, and Jewish Americans living in New York City, a community that has often been a target of extremist threats. This revealed a broader agenda, one rooted in silencing dissent and exacting revenge against those who dared to speak out. The seriousness of this threat cannot be overstated, as it represented a direct challenge to the safety and security of the United States. It represented a brazen attempt to carry out an act of terror on American soil, an act that could have had devastating consequences. The response from U.S. authorities was swift and resolute, demonstrating their unwavering commitment to protecting the nation and its citizens, ensuring that such threats are met with the full force of justice. The plot to assassinate Donald Trump was deeply unsettling, sending shockwaves through the nation. It was a stark reminder of the animosity Iran harbors towards the former president, a sentiment that has only grown over the years. This scheme was driven by a thirst for revenge, fueled by years of political and military tension. Iran sought retribution for the death of Qasem Soleimani, a revered figure in their military. Soleimani, a powerful Iranian general, was killed in a U.S. drone strike in 2020, an event that marked a significant escalation in hostilities. His death escalated tensions between the U.S. and Iran, leading to a series of retaliatory threats and actions. Iran vowed revenge. This plot was their answer, a calculated move to strike back. The plan involved elaborate measures to target Trump, showcasing the lengths they were willing to go. They aimed to exploit security vulnerabilities, looking for any possible weak points. They even considered using firearms and explosives, indicating the severity of their intentions. The details sent chills down the spines of Americans, highlighting the real and present danger. This plot wasn't just talk, it was a meticulously planned operation. It was an active operation with individuals already taking steps to execute it. The individuals involved were taking concrete steps to carry it out, leaving no stone unturned. The threat was imminent, making the need for a swift and decisive response even more critical to ensure safety. Farhad Shakeri, the alleged mastermind, operated from the bustling city of Tehran, shrouded in mystery and secrecy. He was an invaluable asset of the IRGC, a powerful and influential branch of the Iranian military, known for its strategic prowess. The IRGC has a long and storied history of covert operations and terrorist activities, often operating in the shadows. Shakeri was tasked with orchestrating the entire plot. He meticulously recruited individuals, ensuring they were loyal and capable. He facilitated communication through encrypted channels. He even arranged for payments to be made, ensuring that every operative was well compensated for their role in the plot. He was the linchpin of the operation, the central figure who held everything together. His motives were clear and unwavering. He was driven by an unyielding loyalty to the Iranian regime and a deep-seated hatred for the United States, which he saw as an oppressor. He saw this plot as a way to strike a significant blow against his country's perceived enemy, a chance to make a statement. Shakeri's role as the mastermind highlighted the direct involvement of the Iranian government, leaving no doubt about their intentions. This was not the work of a rogue group or isolated individuals acting on their own. It was a calculated, state-sponsored act of terror, meticulously planned and executed with precision. Sha'Carri's web of conspirators extended beyond Iran's borders. He recruited two Americans, Carlyle Rivera and Jonathan Lodeholt. These men had a criminal past. They met Sha'Carri while serving time in prison. Sha'Carri exploited their vulnerabilities. He promised them a hefty sum of money. In return, they were to assist in carrying out the assassination plot. Their roles varied. Rivera was tasked with providing surveillance on Trump's movements. Lodeholt was to procure weapons and explosives. Their involvement added another layer of complexity to the plot. This recruitment tactic highlighted the lengths to which Iran was willing to go. They were willing to use anyone, even convicted criminals, to achieve their goals. Section 5. Ahmadinejad, a target of Iran's wrath. Masih Ahmadinejad was another target. She is an Iranian-American journalist known for her criticism of the Iranian government. She has been a vocal advocate for human rights and women's rights in Iran. Her work has made her a target of the Iranian regime. They have tried to silence her for years. This assassination plot was just the latest attempt. Iran saw Ahmadinejad as a threat. Her outspokenness challenged their authority. They wanted her silence to send a message to other dissidents. The targeting of Ahmadinejad highlighted the Iranian government's intolerance for free speech. It showed their willingness to go to extreme lengths to silence those who dare to criticize them. Section 6. A wider net of targets. The plot wasn't limited to Trump and Ahmadinejad. It encompassed a broader range of targets. This revealed a more chilling agenda. Iran aimed to punish perceived enemies and silence those who challenged their authority. The targets included Jewish Americans living in New York City. This exposed the anti-Semitic sentiments driving the Iranian regime. They were willing to target innocent people based solely on their religion. Furthermore, Sha'Carri was instructed to target Israeli tourists in Sri Lanka. This demonstrated Iran's global reach and its intent to strike at Israeli interests worldwide. The wide net of targets revealed the true extent of Iran's animosity. It wasn't just about revenge, it was about spreading fear and silencing dissent. Section 7. The price of an assassination. The Iranian regime was willing to spend a significant amount of money to carry out these assassinations. They offered Sha'Carri and his accomplices large sums of money as payment. Sha'Carri was promised $300,000 for the successful assassination of Trump. His accomplices were also offered large sums. The money was a powerful motivator. The financial incentives highlighted the importance Iran placed on these assassinations. They were willing to invest significant resources to achieve their goals. This revealed the lucrative nature of the assassination-for-hire industry. It also underscored the challenges faced by law enforcement agencies in combating these threats. Section 8. A 7-day deadline. The Iranian regime was eager to exact revenge. They imposed a 7-day deadline on Sha'Carri to devise a plan to kill Trump. This sense of urgency added to the pressure. This tight time frame demonstrated their eagerness to act. They wanted to see results, and they wanted them quickly. This put immense pressure on Sha'Carri and his team. The 7-day deadline revealed their lack of patience. They were not interested in waiting for the opportune moment. They wanted to strike as soon as possible. This urgency heightened the risk. It forced Sha'Carri and his team to take shortcuts. This increased the chances of mistakes and detection. Section 9. A post-election calculation. Interestingly, the Iranian regime considered postponing the assassination attempt if Trump lost the 2020 election. They believed it would be easier to target him as a private citizen. This revealed a calculated and opportunistic approach. They were willing to adapt their plans based on political developments in the United States. Their logic was simple. A former president would have less security than a sitting president. This would make him a more vulnerable target. This chilling calculation highlighted their willingness to exploit any opportunity to achieve their goals. They were not bound by any moral or ethical considerations. Section 10. America's response, a clear message. The U.S. response to the plot was swift and decisive. Law enforcement agencies acted quickly to arrest the individuals involved. The Justice Department announced charges against Sha'Carri, Rivera, and Lodeholt. Attorney General Merrick Garland condemned the plot, stating that Iran and other hostile nations should understand that the United States will not tolerate threats to our people. The U.S. imposed sanctions on Iranian individuals and entities linked to the plot. This sent a clear message that there would be consequences for such actions. The U.S. also vowed to work with international partners to counter Iranian aggression. This was a global threat that required a global response.